I know I'm putting you on the spot now. You can totally plead the fifth. You don't have to answer.
Okay.
What is your gorgeous self doing with Jeremy these days?
Don't worry about it.
Because you're here with us, right?
Right? I mean...
Hello?
You're in a gay sandwich.
You're in a gay sandwich.
I love having a week of Big Brother. The parts I remember anyway.
I never joke about Big Brother unless you're a floater in the game.
Hey everybody, Eric Herder here from YourRealityRecaps.com with an all-new Big Brother group weekly recap show that we broadcast live every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel and in our Z-Box room. We take your questions live and interact with all of you during the show. This is the edited version with all the bells and whistles, but you guys should totally check out the live version sometimes too. And on these shows, get in-depth on every little detail from this past week's Big Brother show and live feeds, and we're usually joined by some Big Brother alum. Now since, look, I know, this show can be a little bit long, just remember that if you're watching in YouTube or on a YouTube player, you can click on the buttons all around this video to jump to the parts of the show that you want. And if you're watching in YouTube, check out the description below because we have chapter markers that allow you to skip to a specific topic you want to hear us talk about. Or skip over ones, like this intro, but why would you want to do that? And of course, all of our other links and show notes are there as well. And hey, do me a favor, since you're there anyway, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our shows. Because look, it really helps and you'll never miss a show. If you want another way to help, you could join the live feeds through us over at YourRealityRecaps.com or just simply donate when you're over there. These does cost a lot of money. Now, look, make sure you stick around to the end of the show because I'm not all just beggy. We also have a whole bunch of special announcements, prize giveaways, and contest winners that we have to announce. But since we have so much to get to right now this week, you know what? Let's just jump right into it, and you know the deal. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps.
Hey everybody, Eric Herder here from YourRealityRecaps.com with a special Big Brother recap-y type episode for you guys, where you know the deal, we recap everything that went down this past week on the Big Brother show and live feeds, except guess what? This week we are joined by this season's Kaitlin, and she's going to be taking and answering your questions for the whole entire show. It's going to be super exciting, but before we jump into that, I just have two quick announcements for you guys. First up, we're going to be doing the exit interviews with this season's final three, Gina Marie, Andy, and Spencer. So make sure you head over to YourRealityRecaps.com, go to the main page, you'll see their pictures, click on it, and submit your questions that you want asked to them. Because look, I need help with this interview. I want to ask them what you guys want to know. So, after the finale, 1 or 2 days after the finale, the video will be up on YourRealityRecaps.com or right here in this YouTube channel. And speaking of this YouTube channel, just do us one favor before the show starts, click to subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. It really helps support the show and allows us to keep bringing you guys great content like this week after week. You should also know by now, once Big Brother's over, the fun is not over. We're still doing weekly Bravo shows, Amazing Race shows, and Survivor group shows like this, taking your questions with reality stars, and I'm still doing my comedic video mashups for Survivor and The Amazing Race. So much fun coming after Big Brother, but even more fun coming right now with Kaitlin recapping this week.
Hey everyone, it's John Richardson. Can't wait to talk about Big Brother, but most importantly, can't wait to talk to Kaitlin. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah on Twitter.
I'm Kaitlin from Big Brother. You can follow me at Twitter on Twitterless Kaitlin, or Twitterless KB, actually.
All right, so we have so much to cover this past week of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Kaitlin, we are so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. But before we get to Big Brother, you know, what has it been like for you being out of the house now watching this season, you know, go off?
It's a little strange. I still have yet to watch the episodes I was in because I think that's really weird to see myself on television. I would say only 1% really has changed in my life. I get recognized a little bit, and I mean, people just say rude things on Twitter. That's about it. It's what I have to deal with every day.
People.
Take it all in. Take it all in. I absorb it, and
I
I take it in a good way.
I feel like this season, a lot of people are just focusing on the negative for whatever reason. We here try and keep it positive and happy and just focus on gameplay. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're not going to, anywhere on this show that has anything to do with all that we're
Personal.
focusing on.
Yeah.
Personal. We're focusing on gameplay and, fun things from this season.
Perfect.
So, last night was another elimination episode, which Julie ruined. Am I the only one who feel like Julie ruined that by being like, before the vote, hey, and they told McCrae before all about the exterminators, so now let's vote and wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's pretty much leaving.
Yeah, pretty much leaving. Go ahead.
Which, when I got evicted, I totally had my bet on McCrae and Helen.
Yeah.
Not who I wanted, but I totally thought that they would make it at least to the final two. And then I was waiting for Alyssa and Judd to be in the final two, is who I was rooting for. And now it's like, I don't even know who. I mean, Gina Marie and Andy, I guess, at this point. I hope Spencer doesn't make it.
Why? Why do you hope Spencer doesn't make it?
I don't know. I can't believe that he's still in the house. I don't even understand how it happened. He hasn't really won anything, but
I could not agree with you more. If Spencer's in the final two, it would just absolutely drive me nuts. Andy's played both sides. That's kind of how he was playing the game. Gina Marie's done really well too. I mean, she came out of nowhere, right?
I'm surprised. I'm so surprised. That girl can compete. But she had no idea what was going on in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
She had no clue, but she was always a vote, and she was easily influenced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think she was totally underestimated. Gina Marie was so underestimated.
I know. I'm happy for her, actually, especially when she comes out in this real world to find out that her job is gone. I hope that she has the money at this point.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean,
out of the three, she's who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I mean, for comedic value and enjoyment all season long, I am voting for Gina Marie as well. Andy, on the other hand, I feel like has made a little bit more strategic moves since getting out Amanda. Complete floater the first half of the game. I agree with that 100%. But I feel like he did make good game moves to get himself to the final two game, which I should have said right from the beginning. Don't worry, everybody, and Kaitlin, you too. We are going to talk spoilers at the end, so just hold off if anybody wants to say anything, Kaitlin or John, that has to, do with anything spoilery that we know. We'll hold that to the end. Okay, so Kaitlin, now, can't bring the questions up on the screen, everybody, so just, again, new system, we're working on it, but I'm going to try and not butcher your names. So, Steven, first of all, Kaitlin, just wants to throw out to you that you are looking gorgeous today.
Thank you very much.
We're actually getting a ton of how gorgeous you look today.
Thank you.
You're very
That's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And, well, you know what? Let's hear to that point. And I know I'm putting you on the spot now. You can totally plead the fifth. You don't have to answer.
Okay.
What is your gorgeous self doing with Jeremy these days?
That was my question, but yes, we want to know.
Jeremy came to visit me a couple weeks ago, so that was fun. We're talking, and we're dating, whatever term you want to use, but we're not.
Okay, you're talking and kissing.
When we're together, yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
We'll see. We're not putting any pressure on it.
That's
we're
good.
Distant. We're a long ways away from each other, so we're kind of playing it by ear.
Good. So now I'm totally confused because I thought that you were in Minnesota, but now you're doing stuff in Vegas. Is that anything that you can tell us about?
I was never going to go back to Minnesota.
Okay.
Everybody in Minnesota, I told them that I was moving to Vegas before I went on this show. So they had no idea that I was going on it. So I got to have all my goodbye parties, everything like that. My dad lives out in Vegas and my brother, so I just came straight here.
Okay, good. Look, I want to know, you don't have to say if this is what you're doing, but I had a mental breakdown over this like 2 episodes ago. Alyssa is claiming that if I were to get a sex change and become a cocktail waitress, host, what is it called, John? I forget. I can make $5,000 a night in Vegas. Is this true?
It depends on what club you work at, but yes, it's very true. You can range from $3,000 to $10,000 probably.
What are we doing wrong, John Richardson? What are we doing wrong with our
I
lives?
don't know, but I would, if I had a vagina, I'd make money too. I thought my penis, I could make money, but apparently not. So.
We are doing it all wrong. Forget even Big Brother.
All wrong.
You got in one of
All
those
wrong.
jobs.
Forget Big Brother.
I gotta wax.
hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so Cadet, I'm just going to throw out another question because they're flying. Cadet wants to know, in hindsight, do you think that it worked better for your post-show life to get out of the house when you did?
Yes, and I am very thankful for it. I am. I respect Erin the fact that she gameplayed me out of it. I'm not having any hurtful feelings against her, but she did talk a lot of crap about me, so I'm not about her anymore. Other than that, I think I am very lucky because everyone started to lose their jobs. And I still got some wrath. I still made some comments that, no malicious comments, but I was still a part of it. And I apologize for anybody that I offended. But I'm happy because otherwise it would have really affected my life much more than it has.
It's like I don't know how to phrase this. So here's how I'm gonna put it.
Okay.
I feel like it's a television show, and no, this is all good for you, Kaitlin. It's a television show, and we saw the edit as when all the stuff was coming out about Erin, when everything was going down, you were always the voice of reason and saying, don't say that, stop, what are you doing? I don't really know where it switched over.
I think we just look at you. I absolutely agree with Eric. I don't know if maybe being associated with Jeremy a little bit, maybe the stigma kind of fell on you a little bit.
Jeremy turned out to be a bully. There was definitely a night that I had a bad night with Jess, and that is basically what people are telling me I'm a mean girl for, but I also apologized to her the next day, which you don't see because it's at a competition, and the feeds weren't up. It was right way the next morning at the Have Not competition with the spoiled milk. I apologized immediately. Any hurtful thing I said to anybody, I always apologized. I don't know if anybody ever saw that. But you're right. If anybody said anything, like certain words, I told them not to say that all of the time. Mm-hmm. Part of the time I stuck up for Alyssa. There were some racist comments that I made, but it wasn't like anything hurtful towards anybody at all. I don't even know how else to explain it, but there were times I told Erin to stop, and there were other times that I kind of just brushed it off.
Here's how I'll phrase this. I'll put it on me. As a gay person, as a minority, if you, Kaitlin, were making a joke about gay people in humor and in jest, I don't have a problem with that. And I think it's completely different than being like, hey, you're a fag in anger.
As far as delivery.
Yeah, and I would never say that word. Like, when Jeremy said it, I told him to knock it off all of the time. And I wanted Andy to be my gay man. So when people come at me that I said, I did. And, I loved Andy until I got out of the house and found out how he lied to me the entire time. He's a great liar, by the way. And it's just, I don't know. It's hurtful that people even, said that I made homophobic comments, which I don't think I did, but I get yelled at for it. I don't know. People just are so quick to judge, and I would love to see them filmed 24 hours a day,
exactly.
7 days a week.
Amen, sister. And you're not homophobic because you're here with us, right?
Right? I mean,
hello.
You're in a gay sandwich.
You're in a gay sandwich.
No, my screen should be in the middle then.
It is. It is in the middle for everybody watching.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're in the middle. And I'm wearing the picnic blanket, so we'll all have a little picnic together.
It's okay. I have it on the wall.
So, okay, we've talked about all of that. Now I want to kind of switch it around a little bit. And I want to know, Kaitlin, you've been watching the episodes. We talked about Andy a little bit. Who are you going to reach out to in the jury house / Big Brother house that you haven't been able to talk to? We've seen you talking with Nick. You've been in contact with Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to contact?
David.
Yes,
I don't know. This is the hardest part for me because I'm nervous to see every single one of them next week. I don't know. I do want to contact Alyssa. I want to apologize because I feel bad of how horribly she's been treated in that house. No matter if she's made comments herself, she doesn't deserve the majority of stuff that she's been through, especially the hateful things that I said. I don't really know if there's anybody else that I want to talk to.
Is it going
to
to determine how maybe they're going to treat you at the finale next week?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. We'll see.
Smile.
I'm like kind of hoping that I know. I'm kind of hoping that Julie doesn't ask me any questions. I have a feeling she'll ask me about Jeremy, if anything. But I'm kind of old news, so hopefully I'll just sit on the sidelines and watch the drama happen.
I think historically on all seasons, unfortunately, the non-jury members only get a good 2 minutes of the finale.
And I am okay with that.
Yeah. So I think you are not going to be, I don't think you're going to be grilled that badly at all. Now, we'll say this. We are very good friends with Rachel and Brendan, and we will definitely pass that message along to her. I'm sure Rachel will be thrilled to hear that. They are doing a finale party the following night, and I know that there's lots of tensionies about that going on, but I'm sure she will be thrilled to hear that. And here's what I will say to you. You don't have to take our advice, but we've been doing this for 3 years, talking to the people each season. I promise you, a year from now, you will love all these people. Right now, the next 6 months through Christmas, like, you need the good holidays to get your spirits
get away,
and then you will appreciate
I believe it. I mean, we're all part of the same Big Brother dysfunctional family at this point.
Right.
And I've actually become really good friends with James Ryan. I mean, he's out here in Vegas with me. We work together, so we're kind of together all the time. But I get it. I probably will be friends with all of them. Right now, I don't want to put any effort into that friendship right now.
No, I don't blame you at all. And I also think you don't have to worry about anything, because first of all, we have Nick and Gina Marie on the same stage together, so I don't know what kind of Oprah moment Gina Marie's going to have ripping her hair out to get to him, number one, and then number two.
Well, if she's in final two, she can't do anything about it, because she's going to be on the other side of the screen.
True. Well, we're going to get there. We're going to get there when we get to spoilers, because, newsflash, we know who's already won part one.
I know.
We already know. We'll get there. All right, so let's ask some more questions. Okay. Oh, boy. They have upped to adding curses into how gorgeous you look. You are a effing gorgeous queen. Beautiful. What we're hearing now. All right. Patrick Black would like to know, out of the jury members and final 3, is there anyone you're going to reach out to and want to be friends with after the show? See, I should have read this one first. We kind of already got there. Or, how about this? How about the part 2? Is there anybody right now that you definitely don't want to be associated with?
Erin, 100%. I don't even want to talk to Erin. I don't even want to have a confrontation with her. I don't want anything to do with her.
What do you think about her exit interview and even some of the things that she said in the jury house last night as far as, America hates me, they think I'm a racist, but, articles came out and spins came out saying, I'm not racist, I'm just from Texas.
I know. Her exit interview was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable. And everyone is saying that Julie Chen did her wrong, but at the same time, like, Julie Chen was personally offended by her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it goes both ways. But I feel like Julie Chen just kind of gave Erin a dose of reality before she goes into jury, because she still doesn't know what's going on in this outside world.
Right.
And part of me feels bad for her and part of me doesn't.
Do you think her comments were just kind of maybe slang, or do you really think that she's kind of a racist?
I think that she's young and she's very naive, and she grew up sheltered.
Mm-hmm.
And never really got out of Texas. I'm not blaming it on Texas, but
right.
like I mean, I don't even know. Like that.
No, that's a great answer. I think she's young, naive, she's been sheltered, and I think everyone around her is kind of making those comments too. Do I think Erin maybe walk up to somebody and call them the N-word or call me the F-word? You know what I mean?
No, I don't think she would ever do that in person, but I also don't think that she has that great of heart. That's like really hard to say. Your face was like,
oh my gosh.
I almost but you know what I mean? Like the way that she talks about people, I don't know. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like I was really close to her in that house, and now that I get out and I like see the way that she treated me and the things that she said about me and Jeremy when I left, like that's not a good person. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely agree.
I can't believe I can't keep it in. I think I'm going to defend Aaron for a minute. So everybody hold on.
Go ahead.
I'll only say we don't really know, because I mean, I don't know what conversations that you might have heard, but there's a chance she could have just been doing that for game. Like there could be a chance she was just talking shit to gain favor with the people she was talking shit with. Possibly.
It's true. No, that is true, but like once I leave, like when I'm already out of the house and I can't defend myself, she made up lies about me and things like that. Like that I take personal.
Yeah, well, if it was personal things, then definitely.
Absolutely. And Eric defending Aaron. Let me see if the sky's red.
Seriously.
There's an apocalypse. What's going on?
Everyone deserves a little positivity.
It is definitely. All right. Let's ask another question from Casino Vixen. 812 wants to know, if you could do it all over again, Kaitlin, who would you have actually worked with? And I'm going to assume that means you could know what you know now.
I know. I wish Judd was more loyal. I really do. I would have loved to work with him. I would say Alyssa, and as far as gameplay goes, I probably would have played with Amanda a little bit more because she played the hell out of that game. I think she had the best gameplay. She doesn't mean she was a fantastic person, but she played the hell out of that game.
Definitely.
And she also went to acting school. So not to defend her, but I think every single thing that she did in that house served a purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I think, yeah, that is 100% clear.
Yeah, very calculating.
And definitely, I like her. I think, again, hands down, I think she is one of the best all-time players, and I think if she was a guy, a ton of people wouldn't have a problem with her.
Yeah. There you go.
That is exactly what I feel about that. All right, here's another question from BBTD Tadango DX. See, this is why it's so much easier when I can just put it up on the screen. They don't have a question. They just want you to know that you are their favorite Big Brother player that they've ever seen in every season. So,
wow.
Hey,
that's a big statement. Thank you.
That's a big statement. So I'm sure that BBTD Tadango DXO is going to vote for Kaitlin for America's Player.
Yay.
Aren't you glad you're here, Kaitlin? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love?
I do feel the love. This is fantastic. I need this sometimes.
Good.
It is good. We don't allow the hate on through.
No.
Okay, so So Cadet says, can you explain what's going on with Aaron's eyebrows? Almost immediately after you left, they started going bonkers.
I don't know. I can't explain that one. I mean, she watched me draw mine in every day, so maybe she just felt like she needed to. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, I do draw my eyebrows in, okay? Everybody can stop making fun of them. They're drawn in.
Yeah, people, fabulous.
Don't make fun.
I just don't know if Aaron's doing it right. You're doing it right.
You're doing it totally
right. Maybe if I talk to her, I can give her some pointers.
Oh.
Can you give me some pointers here, people? Don't make fun of Kaitlin, because mine are horrible right now. I shaved part of this off on accident. I know. This wasn't plucked. I get it. Plucked, not shaved. I'm sorry. Horrible gay over here. Okay.
It'll come back.
The real know-it-all is just giving you a little warning, Kaitlin, that every pretty girl coming out of the Big Brother house becomes friends with James Ryan.
I know, and you know what? I have gotten multiple warnings of him, and don't worry about it. I already know. I already aware. He's actually my boss, so I'm not going to play in the mud that way, but...
Good. Your work buddies.
Yep, I'm still talking to Jeremy, so it is what it is. People can stop with
the warnings.
Yeah.
She's a big girl, everyone. She's a big girl.
I am a big girl. I am aware of James Ryan.
Okay,
He's a funny person, actually.
Oh no, he is. We loved him.
He's hilarious.
He is very funny.
A bit of an asshole, but hilarious.
But those are the funniest people.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit now about last night's episode, and then we'll jump back to some more questions.
Okay.
So we saw that, we saw on the feeds, we can talk about this, that the Exterminators, Gina Marie, Spencer, and Andy sat down with McCrae and flat out told him the entire thing. Andy fessed up to pinning the vote on Alyssa, on backstabbing him and Amanda, betraying the alliance. All of them were fighting to kind of be like, we did the most. But it was really entertaining for me as a viewer to finally get to see the reaction from somebody for once.
Yeah.
We never really get to see when they all discover it. So, I mean, that was pretty interesting. Then we saw the veto competition. And it's the same thing every year. Do you think you would have been good in that, Kaitlin? The whole putting the people where they were. Jeremy almost ruined it for Andy. He almost ruined the win for him.
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like puzzles are my thing. That was my kind of veto competition that I did win. Puzzles were my thing.
I think you would have been good at it. No, okay.
That is the only thing that I missed from the Big Brother house is doing all the competitions. That was your hands down my most favorite part about the Big Brother experience.
What was your favorite?
Sorry, go ahead.
What was your favorite competition?
Probably the one that I won, to be honest with you. But I will tell you the worst one, hands down, was the mud. The one where it was the political one where we had to get into the mud, the veto competition. I was not about it. I hated it. I hate mud. It was so disgusting. There was flies on us afterwards, and we had to stand there releasing our ballots. I was like, can this just be over and done with? That was the worst day in the Big Brother house.
Ballads, people. Ballads. The chat room thought you said bowels. Ballads. They weren't releasing their ballads. Remember the votes, people? The votes in the mud, and Judd got solitary confinement. Was like, I can't handle it. That one.
Ballads.
Yeah, ballads. Okay. So, what did you think of the jury footage, Kaitlin? And, we can let them in on the secret. You know everything that happened, but you did not get to watch the whole episode.
I know. I was at work. I know I'm a horrible person.
But how about the second part of their question? They want to know, are you disappointed not to be in the jury with the majority of the girls, or would you be disappointed if you were in that jury?
I think for the experience, I would like to be in there, just to the whole jury experience, but I am happy that I'm out here living my life. I'm happy that I'm not in confinement anymore, and I kind of got over the wrath of everything right away, because they still have a lot to deal with when they get out.
Yeah. And you're not a horrible person, Kaitlin. You're a real person who has a real job, okay?
Thank you.
Real people.
I do. I have a job.
Yes, we all do.
Like we all do. And she could probably use $25,000, people. So America's favorite player. Links are below when you're watching the edited version of this later today. All right, Grendazir35 wants to know, Kaitlin, is the rumor true that you've been cast as the hot chick in the new Transformers movie?
I would love that to be true, but it's not, unfortunately.
Do you get that a lot, that you look like, I'm assuming, Megan Fox?
Megan Fox.
Now I totally see that.
I do
get Megan Fox a lot. I also have been getting Katy Perry since I've been out of that house. And I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But...
You're prettier.
No, thank you.
Your face, your structure is prettier.
I've been getting Katy Perry, and I also get, this is the one that I dread the most, Kristen Stewart.
Oh, all right. We'll leave that one out. You guys that are watching the edited version of this later today, make sure you comment below and let us know so that Kaitlin can know. Is she more of a Megan Fox or is she more of a Katy Perry? You guys let us know in the comments section below.
Leave Kristen Stewart out of that.
And don't worry, Kaitlin, I get Ross Matthews, so.
Oh.
I think it's our high voices.
I don't know who I get. I forget who I get. People say, and I don't remember.
I feel like you get, what's his name? Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah.
Do I get that?
A little bit, yeah, I see it a little bit.
Okay. I didn't do my hair today because it was so early.
Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd.
No, that's okay.
Me too.
I have a horrible memory. That's my whole thing, so I don't really remember who Paul Rudd is. But
I'm gonna tweet you a photo.
Okay, tweet me a photo. We have another question where I think we kind of already answered it, which is from Grendazier35 again, who wants to know what are your thoughts on the adorable Spencer? Is there anything you want to add to that?
I don't want to say anything super negative about him. I'm shocked that he's gone this far. I feel like people just handed it to him. I don't think he's really worked that hard.
He doesn't deserve it. In your opinion, gameplay, Kaitlin.
I don't think he deserves it. I really don't.
So, no argument to be made at all. So you wouldn't give him a vote if you were in jury if he stood up there and tried to make the argument, look, I was put on the block 7 times, you guys had 7 chances to get me out, none of you took it, and I'm still here. I mean, that's what he plans on winning this jury over with. So everyone played him as a pawn, and he ended up being in the end, or he might end up being in the end, I should say, and I think that's ridiculous, but I don't know how America views him. I only know him from living in that house, and I did not like him personally. We know how America views him.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't hear a lot about Spencer from America, so I don't really know how they view him. But
okay, don't answer this, Kaitlin. People in the chat room can let us know, or John, you can answer. Was Kaitlin in the house for the the whole kiddie porn drama?
I wasn't. I was not, but I did hear about it. I did hear about that. Okay. So never mind. I do know what America thinks of him.
There you go. And that he loves Hitler. Right. So
I didn't hear that. Is that a true statement?
Yeah, he said it's one of, well, okay, in his defense, we will quote him correctly. He was saying it was one of his favorite motivational speakers. And that's where he went with it.
Okay.
Where he went with it.
You should probably just never talk about that.
Yeah. Or kitty porn.
Or make that seem
right.
Yeah, no.
He didn't get the memo.
No.
Okay. By the way, we're also in chat room. We're getting a ton of Megan Fox is winning right now.
Megan Fox. I like that way more than Katy Perry. That's amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Cadet would like to know: did you meet? Yes, you did. How creepy was Clowny in person?
I mean, I didn't really acknowledge it, but I don't know. The fact that that was like Aaron's childhood toy is kind of weird. I don't know.
See, I don't necessarily think it's that weird. I think all other future Big Brother people need to take a note, and I don't want to give away all my strategies here, but we say it every year. When you go into that house, make sure you have your generic shirt with something that's not a logo, but just like some abstract image so that you can sell it after wearing it. You know, you can have your family pumping them out while you're on the season.
I wish people would tell me that before I went in there.
Mm-hmm. Kaitlin, we are a font of knowledge here. We've produced all of these. We could have had such good starts. If you're going on Amazing Race, we also have a ton of stuff.
Okay.
And Survivor, we know all the ins and outs of what you could be doing to make a little bit more on the side. I'm surprised James Ryan isn't pimping pimping that info. He's
so you're saying that she should sell Clowny now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if I went into that house, I would make sure that I had shirts that my family could be selling that I was wearing on the show. I would make sure I had a whole bunch of personal items that just mean so much to me, like my stupid stuffed animal and my blah, 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 so that I could go on eBay and sell those after, all that stuff. Yeah.
We'll see if someone will buy Erin's. I guess she does have a few fans out there, but we'll see if somebody buys Erin's Clowny. I would like to see that.
Yeah. I would say she has a lot of fans down there, like in the lower half of the stage.
But you know what? She did play a good game. She did play a good game, and she could win competitions. She did. She really could.
She did.
I give it to her. I completely give it to. I have separated all of the personal comments, all that stuff, and I focused on gameplay all the time.
She was great.
Erin was a great game player.
Game player.
Period.
Yes.
End of story.
That's it. Nothing more to that statement.
Yeah.
But she was a great game player.
Definitely. So P Black wants to know, do you think GM deserves the same treatment that Erin got during her exit interview? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I feel like this is a lose-lose question.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that GM did make some super bad comments. She hasn't recently that I'm aware of. Not that I know of since the whole Candace incident. She kind of has.
Yeah, she did.
I don't know.
She did, but it's fine. That's fine.
And the thing is, there's a huge age difference between Erin and Gina Marie, about 10 years. So Gina Marie should be more aware of it. I mean, actually, they both should, but I'm going to claim that Erin was a little naive about it. Gina Marie should not be. But at this point, if she's in the final 3, I think she deserves it out of everybody because she did lose her job. And the thing about Gina Marie is that she does actually have a good heart. She says things that are horrible, but she, in a way, is a very considerate, good-hearted human being. People are going to bash me for saying that, but I lived with her. I know her.
Right.
And I don't know. It's a lose-lose situation right now, but...
Well, we've all said things in the heat of the moment or whatever, and, sometimes we say things we regret, and, unfortunately the difference is Gina Marie's being filmed 24/7, right?
Exactly. So, I think in a way she said things that were worse than what Erin said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I'll take some of that heat. I 100% think Gina Marie is a good-hearted person, like you said, and I think has said some completely horrible things which are unexcusable, and I believe she will apologize.
And it wasn't. She also said things that were not in the heat of the moment, which makes it worse and more personal. I mean, I think the whole Candace thing was in the heat of the moment. It was not acceptable in any way because that was horrible, especially since that's like, I don't know, you can't tell an adoptive child that ever.
Right.
But I mean that was in the heat of a moment, but I don't know.
I know, and then she completely went on and expanded it about test tube babies and all that stuff. So I agree. There are definitely things that Gina Marie has said which are completely unacceptable and unforgivable, but I think she will apologize, and it's up to people to decide if they want to forgive her. Personally, she probably lives like 45 minutes, maybe half hour from me, so I'm afraid to really get on her bad side.
And that's the difference between Erin and Gina Marie, is Gina Marie will come out, she will realize these things would be read back to her, and she will have a meltdown. She will be so heartbroken. She will feel bad. Erin, I don't think, will take the blame. Erin will try to bounce it off on other people. She'll try to do anything to not make herself look bad, when Gina Marie will take it all in and apologize. That's my thought process on it. That might not be what actually happens. But
I absolutely agree. I mean, she's bounced it off of Texas right now, right? So
and her mom, Erin's mom, is doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Her mom is. I mean, of course, she's going to defend her child.
Of course.
I know. I don't understand why she's not letting the PR firm do it. I
know.
Let the Erin's PR firm do it.
I know. Did they tell her to say that? Because that was a bad idea.
Well, are you talking about what she said last night? Like, that seemed weird to me. She was blindsided the last time we saw her, and she had no clue what was going on. And then the next time we see her, she's this whole nice scripted thing
weird.
that somebody must have, her PR firm could have just, like, slipped that in there and said, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Anonymous Child says, would you go back, Kaitlin, into the house for All-Stars?
I would. I would.
Yay!
I really would. I would know a lot more now. I was very naive going into that house, and now I think that I could go back in there with a total different mindset.
Right. And here's what you do. Here, we'll give you a little bit more. We'll give you a little more advice.
No showmans.
Yeah, no showmans. Pretty much a lock that Alyssa will go back in. So you two mend it now. If All-Stars, yes, but this is it, Kaitlin. This is the most important part. You have your huge public fight before, so all the other Big Brother players think there is no way you two would be working together, but really you are. It's fake.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
They start stabbing them in the back. Lindsay Anderson is just asking all of us in general, can you confirm anybody's lost their job? I would say it's been confirmed, Lindsay. Just Google Gina Marie,
Aaron.
Yeah, the things, you can't believe everything that you've read on the internet, but the things that I have heard is that Spencer got kicked out of the union for the railroad. I heard that Gina Marie lost her pageant job, I think is what she was doing.
Yep.
Aaron actually got kicked out of school. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, and lost. I probably
modeling, right?
Said that. She lost her modeling contract, and I think Amanda got her realtor license revoked.
Yeah, we did know that. You
can revoke your real estate license?
I guess.
Holy! I don't want to live in Florida.
I know. In reality, how would she ever sell a house again? At least for, the next year. You know what I mean? Until the next Big Brother came out.
I got news for you people. I want Amanda selling my house, because I know she will kill you to get that deal. So, sell my house,
That's a positive way to look at it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You're going to get as much money as possible.
Seriously.
But that is why I'm happy I'm out of that house, because I would never... I don't want to deal with the wrath of that.
Yeah, I think you have skated through that nicely. Lindsay says, thanks for answering her question. Would you go back? We've already confirmed. Who do you think the first 5... Oh, this is a great question. It's Diddy91388 wants to know, Kaitlin, who do you think the first 5 evicted house guests would vote for out of the remaining 3 people?
Oh, that's a great
question. We'll make it easy. You can just say you, and we'll let you speak for Jeremy. Who do you think you and Jeremy would vote for out of Andy, Gina Marie?
I'm gonna go ahead and also speak for David, because I know him and Jeremy are very good friends, and I've seen him since I've been out. I would say that we would vote for GM.
Yeah.
I can't say the same for Nick. At this point, I don't know if...
Oh, breaking news, people!
No.
I'm kidding.
I think he would want to support her. I don't know. I don't really know if it was a fake ally in the very beginning or not, or if they had a very good friendship. But I think he would support her at this point out of those 3. For the fact that Spencer is the one that broke up the moving company and voted Nick out, I think that he would definitely not vote for Spencer, and I don't know his relationship with Andy. So I'm going to say all of us would vote for GM. I'll go with that. I can't say the same for Howard. I think Howard would probably vote for Spencer, since they were kind of like this.
Yeah.
I will say on behalf of Nick, just based on the context clues of his YouTube account, he has actually started a Kickstarter to get as far away and out of this state, away from Gina Marie as possible.
It is true. He has left New York, and she is going to be heartbroken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or, because did he fund it yet? Do you know if he's funded it 100%?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, well, just in case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, Nick has a YouTube channel. He does shows where he goes around, interviews people, spends a day with them. He just started a Kickstarter where he's trying to raise money to be able to go across the country and do that. So if
it's awesome. Everybody should go check it out. And I know that if you want to buy a phone call with me, you can.
Oh, well, you'll have to give us the where can they do that?
Yeah.
I know I can retweet it. I will tweet it at you too, but it should probably be on Nick Uhas's Twitter page. I'm sure he tweets about it all the time.
Oh,
but
so
he has a link.
Okay.
There's a link. You can buy a phone call with me or Jeremy. I think with Howard as well. And then other things like you can buy Nick Uhas's blue sweatshirt. You can buy. There's tons of things.
Okay, I get it. So you're not just saying you're randomly selling a phone call. You're saying it's one of the things in the Kickstarter is they can have a phone call with you.
Yes.
Okay, got it now.
Sorry,
got
I
it.
probably said that wrong.
Yeah, no. I was making sure. So we're gonna have those links below. Now look, I don't know if Nick's considered this, but if Gina Marie wins this, she's gonna be the one backing all your stuff, Nick.
I know.
You can run, but she's gonna find you.
She will. She will spend all the money in the world to track you down.
Right, and she might get a nice chunk of money to go find him, right?
It's going to be like, click phone call with Kaitlin. Kaitlin, where is he? Click phone call with Jeremy. Where is he? I know you're holding him.
But here's the thing. Nick is a sweetheart. So I think that he will contact her. I think they will talk. We'll see.
No, 100%. I watched, what episode was it? The episode that Gina Marie won HOH, I watched with Adam and Nick and Eric Stein, and he didn't have a bad thing to say about Gina Marie. No. He was wearing the blue hoodie, which I thought was a sign that he was really supporting her secretly, and I have heard him many times say he's going to honor that date with her, he's going to go out with her.
Exactly. He's very kind. I don't think that there's going to be a relationship like she thinks there is. But he will be friends with her, I think, and he's a nice guy. He's amazing.
And because we're getting so many questions about this right now, people, so here, I will say it. He's not going on a date with her because he is gay. That's not the reason, which you're all asking me to add. We're not asking that question.
Nick is straight. Nick is straight.
Nick is straight. And here's the thing. If he's straight or gay, it's really not any of our business. And since he says he's straight, then he's straight. So you all have your answer. You can stop asking that one because you're bumping everybody else's questions out of the way. Now we're being told that it was McCrae that broke up the moving company and not to blame that on
Spencer. It was kind of both of them, but yes, a huge chunk of it was McCrae.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
I also think that McCrae was stupid for evicting Alyssa because he probably would have stayed in this game.
I agree. I've said that before.
That was the dumbest move, and I feel like, I mean, he might have blamed Alyssa for Amanda going, but he should have known that Alyssa voted for her to stay.
Yeah. And
with Amanda gone, he just kind of screwed up his game. I mean, just...
Oh, he totally did.
Absolutely he did know. He did know. He told us in the DR he knew that Andy was lying. He just didn't want to make any... Like, he felt like if he would have put Andy up, then it would have created all these waves, and then would they all have come after him. And
that's the thing about McCrae. That's the thing about this entire house is none of them made big moves. There was a couple of them that ended up doing, like, Gina Marie got Amanda out, and you know what I mean? Like, but this entire house did not have a mind of their own, and it was very frustrating to watch. They all went with the house. No one made any big things. Like it was.
Big group meetings with Amanda.
That's what made it boring. It made it boring.
Yeah, this definitely was the season of let's all vote together and do everything together. I think that
I was the first one that had a unanimous vote.
You did.
And I was on my way out of there, and I didn't say goodbye to anybody. I just got out of there.
Yeah. I think you were the start of it. I think you were definitely the start of let's all focusing in.
It's with the house. It's what the house wants.
It's what the house wants. God, if we can never hear that again. I am so excited because in the room with us right now is Princess Glammy, who we love. We do.
Love the accent too, Princess Glammy.
We love her. So Kaitlin, she wants to know who made the worst move of the season. Who do you feel has made the worst move of the season?
Oh. Okay, this is game move. Okay, this is, of course I'm going to say this because I'm a part of it. I think the worst game move for everybody in the house was to keep Aaron over me, and the two people that got everybody to vote me out instead of Aaron, when Aaron was HOH, she got both of them out.
Right.
It was karma. Helen and Judd kept Aaron over me, and they both left because of Aaron.
Oh, definitely.
It would have been a little different.
Oh, well, I think the argument could definitely be made if we got Aaron and Amanda out right away, this whole game would be different.
I was going after Amanda the week that I was there, and that's why Amanda was so ready for me to go. She knew it.
She did.
And then I got out, I got evicted, and I was like, America, please vote for Amanda to be on the block. And what do the house guests do? They keep her.
Well, yeah. That was the tricky week. It's so it feels like forever. Was that the week where they switched the MVP from us voting to give it to somebody? That was the week?
It was the week. Yeah. It was the week before I was in there, and they put Alyssa up on the block, and I was like so convinced that she nominated herself. I was so convinced because I thought it would have been a smart game move, to be honest with you. I mean, being on the block is tricky, but no one was gonna vote her out in that house. Everyone was going to keep her because they all still thought she had MVP. And I don't know. I was convinced, and then I got evicted the next week, and I was like, oh my God, America was it. Anthony White wants to know, he's asking all three of us, who do we want to win America's favorite? Well, of course, I'm going to say Kaitlin, right? John.
Hashtag I want Kaitlin.
Aw. I personally really I would love it. I would absolutely love it, but I think Alyssa or Judd have a fantastic chance.
Yeah, I think it is definitely down to Alyssa and Judd as well, but I don't think Judd stands a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
That might be a unanimous vote.
Well, you never know. I mean, you do never know, because we have seen other seasons where we thought we knew who was going to get it, and, Brittany got it, so...
I loved Brittany.
We all love Brittany.
Her diary room sessions were amazing.
Yeah. She was one of the best. She was definitely one of the best. Lindy Anderson says, God bless you, Kaitlin, for that comment. And Aaron would have went instead of Kaitlin. I'm not sure what comment she means, but sure. She is blessing you and your comment.
Thank you.
So, okay. Why don't we get into a little bit of spoilers? So now, if you people don't want any spoiler reaction, take your headphones out, stop, or skip ahead like 5 minutes, and then you can come back for the end. But, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're in spoilers. So, Kaitlin, did you see the part 1 of the HOH competition? Did you see what it was?
I did, and Gina Marie won. So that means Gina Marie will be in the final 2, and I am happy for her.
Woohoo!
I am happy for her.
Yay!
Yay! And I hope Andy is the second one. I really do.
Ugh, me too, but I do not think it is happening. Gina Marie and Spencer pretty much know that whole board is going to give it to Andy. And seeing that jury footage, everybody disagreed with me last night. I feel like the whole jury was on Andy's side. Nobody really had a bad thing. Nobody seemed to have a bad thing to say about him.
You know what? That shocks me because he betrayed a lot of people, and I thought that everybody in jury, when they were talking about it, would have realized that. And I thought betrayal will dig deeper than anything.
But isn't that the game, though? I mean,
Right.
they thought about it. They're like, he duped me. But it's a game. That's the gameplay.
It's true.
It is, I mean, I know for me, I love you, Kaitlin, but that is kind of like, that's why he played the best game. The fact that he lied. See, you are like
It's true.
Kaitlin.
It's true.
It is a game of lying and manipulating people, and good people can't play this game well. You need an Amanda in there. Those are the people that excel at Big Brother.
It's true.
You can't lie, cheat, and also take things personally and expect to win Big Brother. Like, nobody
It's very
can.
true.
It's the way that the Big Brother
You got to be
goes.
ruthless. You got to be ruthless, and that's something that I was not prepared for. I was not ruthless in my social game.
I have such a question I want to ask about that. Oh, no, wait. This was on the show, right? On your exit interview, you can just answer, not on your exit interview, on your little package in the beginning, you could just answer yes or no.
Okay.
You did say that they found you in the bar, right? You were bartending? That's a yes, right? Okay, so then we can say that. So, they found you, and that was out there. So, what was it like? Had you seen any of Big Brother before? Did you have any knowledge of it before? Or no? See, that was... Yeah. So then that's the problem. That's what it was.
I know.
Did you want to try? Did you look up any seasons? Did you have any time to kind of do a
I
little
did.
research?
When I was in sequester, I watched season 7 and 6. Or no, I'm sorry, 7 and 12. The week right before I went in that house. So I watched the season with James. That's how I know him now. And Rachel.
Well, of course, I would have thought jury would have been filled with 12 and 13. Like, I just thought it would have been Rachel's seasons would have been all to try and get your brains thinking towards Alyssa.
I know.
Did you guys really know? Did you all know kind of instantly it was Alyssa, or did it really take a while to figure that out?
I would say that people who were diehard Big Brother fans noticed a lot quicker than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's what we saw.
Yeah.
So now, did you get to see any of last night's HOH competition being played out? Did you see any pictures of it, or
I saw pictures. It
was roller skating disco from hell. There was the spinny thing above them. They were on the little handlebar, wearing roller skates, being spun in a circle, and then they would shoot fog onto it. Bubbles make the ground slippery. Now, I know you think that's not challenging, but then there was cones at 3 sets of cones. So every basically, let's say 2 strides, you would have to lift your legs up and go over it.
I feel like that has Gina Marie written all over it. Does it not? Like the glitter and the...
the glitter, the foam.
Everything has Gina Marie written all over it, but... I will say one thing. These competitions look so easy on TV. All of them do. And they are not. They are way more physically demanding than you would ever think.
Oh, I don't. I think they're impossible. I can't walk up 4 flights of stairs. I don't know how you people are running on rolling logs, holding on to bowls. No, believe me, I get it.
Popsicle. The very first HOH where we all held onto the popsicle and the guys held on there for 4 hours. That, people don't, realize it. We make it look, I don't say we make it look so easy, but it looks easy. It really does. But, I even held onto that thing for almost, 2.5 hours, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. It was freezing out. There's other things that people don't take into consideration. It was freezing. I could have held onto that popsicle so much longer, but I was like, I need a blanket. I'm done.
Yeah. Everybody who thinks it's easy, I think everybody's high school has those stupid football pad post things. Go to your local high school football field. Yeah. Go hold on to that thing and comment below and let us know.
In the winter, and have your friends spray you with a hose, right?
Right.
Seriously, it's a lot harder than it looks. They're a lot of fun, though.
Yeah,
they are.
Definitely a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, Gina Marie won, and I have to hand it to her. This is where, again, I just want to focus on game for a minute. Poor Gina Marie has a broken toe, a ginormous wound on her knee with 9 stitches.
I know, that girl gets so injured all of the time, does she not?
Totally, and she dominated it. Like, she beat ginormous, let's say, big and athletic, although I'm using athletic loosely, Spencer at this, and small, little, agile Andy. She killed both of them in this competition, as she was one to be reckoned with in it.
That's fantastic.
It was. She was brilliant. And after the competition, I listened to all their conversations after GR called them in one at a time so that each two people left alone could have their talk. My viewpoint on it right now is both Gina Marie and Spencer feel they will not win against Andy. So if Andy does not win part 2 this, I think it's Sunday. It's either Sunday or Wednesday that they're actually doing it. I don't see him going to Final 2 at all.
I will say that if Spencer goes to the Final 2 with Gina Marie, I think that Gina Marie will win.
I agree with you. Absolutely.
That's my thought process.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%. I think the only way Gina Marie wins is if she goes with Spencer.
Right.
If either of them go with Andy, they lose. And yeah, I think that is definitely the way that it goes. So, what? Ooh, what's okay?
Go ahead and say it.
Well, it's what kind of questions did the diary room ask Kaitlin? And then any random fans? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's not ask if the diary room asked anything. Hey, it was on the show. You can watch the show, but we love you. Did any random fans come up to you in the streets now that you're in Vegas?
Yes.
For positive reasons.
I actually have not had yet a person come up to me in a negative way that I'm aware of. If anybody has wanted to say something negative to me, they haven't. But I get recognized all of the time. It's strange. It's strange, possibly only because I'm still relevant for this season. I know it'll fade away. It's a hot 15 minutes, but especially where I work in the nightclub industry, so people recognize me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So why are not you and James Ryan, and I'm completely kidding, so don't everyone believe this, why are you two not hosting the, I don't want to even say Vegas Bash and be a part of that nightmare, but, that, it's very sad for me. The past few years, I am used to going to the Super Pass finale party and then going to Vegas for the Vegas Bash. Well, not for it.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
James and I are hosting, we just put it out yesterday, we are hosting a Big Brother 15 wrap party, and absolutely everybody is invited, and it is on the 22nd.
Ooh.
So everybody meaning everybody the cast, or everybody meaning everybody fans and cast?
Everybody, fans and cast. I mean, I don't know out of the cast, obviously the people in jury I haven't asked to come yet. I don't know who is coming. David, Jeremy are definitely coming. Nick might have to go to the Emmys that night, so it depends.
Excuse us, Nick. God. Don't want to bother you.
Nick's problems are real.
So we'll see. I don't know, but I'm throwing it out there. If anybody wants to come, you are more than welcome. It is at the Lily Bar and Lounge, which is in the Bellagio.
Oh, one of my favorite places to stay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, you can message me that link. I will put in Nick's stuff. I will put in that link for you.
Perfect.
So hopefully, there you go. You fans have heard it here. You can go and party with Kaitlin at her event. You can totally do that. Remember to vote for Kaitlin, for America's Player. We hope you guys all have seen a much more happy, fun side of Kaitlin. We know that we have. We love you here, Kaitlin.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here now.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for playing with us. And now tell the people again where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at twitterlesskb_KB.
You can find me on Twitter at Comedy Jonah. No more hate tweets to Kaitlin, or you have to deal with Comedy Jonah.
Aww,
you heard
thank
it.
You.
Heard it
You're
here.
so sweet.
All right, thank you so much, Kaitlin. Thank you guys
for
watching. And oh, I should also put in one final note. Don't forget, we are interviewing the final 3 people, Andy, Gina Marie, and Spencer, the day after the finale. So get your questions into us right now over at yourrealityrecaps.com. See you guys all soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Well, that about wraps up our show for this week. Now, don't forget to head over to yourrealityrecaps.com to see all of our blogs, contests, and videos about Big Brother, Survivor, The Amazing Race, and even The Real Housewives. Oh yeah, Bravo fans, we cover those shows too, and John even does vlogs about them, kind of like Michelle's vlog. You know what, speaking of, except, well, not really, you can take all of our shows with you to go on your favorite mobile device or tablet. The iTunes and RSS feed links are below this video, and I even separated them between audio and video only feeds. Which, if you watch or listen in iTunes, can you please just take 1 minute and rate us 5 stars? 5 stars are going to kick a baby. Okay, I'm not going to kick a baby, but we would really appreciate it. And if you're watching on, YouTube or in the YouTube player, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any shows. And seriously, it really helps support us, and it allows us to keep bringing you content like this, our live events, and doing our prize giveaways. But if you guys really want to be a Gold Star supporter, then sign up to the live feeds through yourrealityrecaps.com. Just make sure you clear your cookies first. Or, you know what, you can also make a donation directly to us over there if you want, and you can do that too. But look, I get it. Money's tight. You guys should try not having any because you spend all of your time making shows and never working. Well, I'm kidding. I love you. Now, look, the easiest way that you guys can support us is simply just to share these videos on Twitter and Facebook. Actually, any social media website will do. You can find us on any social media website by just going to yourrealityrecaps.com/the name of the site you're looking for. So, /Tumblr, /Pinterest, /AaronInTheFace. Don't /AaronInTheFace, people. I am kidding. And look, we're not just asking you guys to do it for our own selfish reasons. Every time you share content, you're entered into our iPad Bundle giveaway contest. The details for that are over at the website, or you could just click all around this video. And you know what? The real reason that we guys do these shows is because we love interacting with all of you. So make sure that you leave your questions, comments, and suggestions wherever you're watching this, because you never know what's going to make the show the following week, or even instantly if you guys watch our live shows that we do in our ZBox room every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. The links to that and everything that I mentioned in this video are below wherever you're watching this video or over at yourrealityrecaps.com. So since I think I covered everything I could possibly cover, I will see you guys all next show. Bye for now.
I used to design these leashes for frogs and try to bring them on walks, but just end up dragging them and killing them.